Hi, welcome to my studio. I'm Chantel Johnson from the ICE Resin 2015 design team, and today I want to share with you a technique to create a soldered look using ICED Enamels project before I show you the technique, so you can see what I've created and hopefully inspire you to create. Here is our soldered look piece today. We're focusing on using chipped and broken china to create a beautiful soldered look necklace using ICED Enamels. To look, we first start with some china. Any type and style that you like. The older and the thinner, the better. A hammer, a towel, and some files. And then we need our ICED Enamels medium, our ICED Enamels German silvered powder, which will give us the look of soldered, a brush, disposable brush, a little spoon or something to put the powder on, our ice resin, and all of the necessary things that we need to make our ice resin to seal our enameled piece. And then this part is up to you. I used a medallion to create the avenue to where I can dangle my beads and my words and my Frenched wired leaves. Anything that you desire is fine. I used crystal beads, some little scrapbooking metal embellishments, and again, wire and the medallions. Let's get started. Is to find your china. You can use things from garage sales, flea markets, thrift stores, or anything that you happen to have that has chipped or broken edges or a crack in the middle, or something that you just really like and don't mind hammering away. You take your plate and you're going to place it inside a towel, and you can do this on a table surface, on the concrete, and you're going to take your hammer and you're going to break the china. So I have lots of little pieces. Some of these might be too little to solder, but some of these will be wonderful. You can also continue hammering till you get the desired size and shape that you like. Here are some of the pieces from the plate that I broke to create the necklace. Now, let's see how we can make this look soldered. The first step after breaking the china with the hammer is to take a file, because you're going to have rough edges, and what real solder would do, it wouldn't necessarily matter. But our iced enamel is not going to create a thick barrier, and so what we're going to do is we're going to take our file and we're going to file till the edges are smooth and until we like the feel of that. Once we have our piece that has been filed and chipped away to the shape that we like, now comes the fun of faux solder. To create the look of solder, first we're going to take our ICED Enamels medium with our disposable brush, and we're going to brush the edges of our china, all of the edges, so it truly gives a complete and uniformed look. And that would just get our edges. But what we want to do is we want to create the look of solder where it comes over the edge, because solder usually seals two pieces together or creates a border. So we kind of randomly hit places on our china front. We don't really worry about the back because that's going to be covered with our bail or and our medallion. We set that aside. And now there's two ways you can do this with the German silver. This is beautiful. It really does give the look of solder. You can take a small spoon and pour over. If your piece is small enough like this one, you can actually take it and set it inside the jar of powder, and then it's going to get every part if I've coated it really well. If I find places that don't have enough solder or powder that looks like solder, I can go right back with my brush and add a little bit more. And again, this time I think I'll just take my little spoon. I work over a piece of paper, so if anything gets off, extra powder comes off, I can pour it right back into the powder. All right, now we've got our German silver powder set, and we're going to put this on a tile. And for the video purpose, I'm going to do this just for a little bit because it will be loud. We now heat our enameled piece with an embossing gun. The one I'm using today actually has two speeds, a high and a low. And I really do like that because I can start out low, but I can end high once the powder begins to melt. And so we're just going to do this for a little bit in one spot so that you can get the idea. There's the low. Hopefully we're getting a good picture of this. And now I'm going to go high, and we're just going to watch, hopefully it melt for just a little bit. There we go. There, right in there. And let me now show you a finished piece that I've done. that we fully heated and melted our enamel powder, if you like the desired look, you move on to the next step. If you want more or thicker or hit some more places, you would add more medium and a little bit more of your Iced Enamels German silver powder. But I like this look, so what I would do now is I would mix ice resin according to the directions, equal amounts of part A and part B, stirred for 2 minutes, set for 5, and then it's ready to go. You only need a small amount to seal the powder, so you might want to have some other projects handy or have done a whole lot of china pieces. You would just take again the disposable brush and you would brush your ice resin to seal the powder. You also still do have to let this cure 12 hours. Overnight is when I like to do it. And then once the ice resin has cured and set, it's ready to be handled. So there's several things you could do here now. You could wire wrap this. What I chose to do is I chose to add a bail at the top. And then at the bottom, I decided I wanted dangles. I wanted some things to come from it. With soldering a piece, you would create and insert your jump rings. With iced enamels, you can't do that, but you can create the look. And so what I've done is I took a medallion similar to this, cut it to fit to the back, and I adhered both of them with the adhesive of choice. And you probably have what you like to use. And then from there, I created dangles from beads and the French wire, and also a little word, hope, that has been also iced enameled and resined, and added a chain. And now we have our finished china soldered look jewelry necklace. Thank you for joining me. Be sure to check out my blog, chanteljohnson.blogspot.com, and iceresin.com for more mixed media art projects. I hope you enjoy your day.